Before the lights flash and the bass drops, there's a voice that commands the stage with fearless energy. Meet Destra Garcia, a soca powerhouse who didn't just join the Caribbean music scene, she helped shape it. From electrifying carnival performances to chart-topping anthems, she built a career on confidence, rhythm, and relentless drive. But her journey wasn't handed to her. So how did this Trinidadian star turn passion into power? It began in Laventille, a working-class community just east of Port of Spain, where music wasn't luxury, it was life. Born on November 10, 1978, Destra grew up as the eldest of 4 children in a household where faith and rhythm lived side by side. Her father, Lloyd Garcia, was both a guitarist and a pastor. Her mother, Deborah, served as a deacon in the spiritual Baptist faith. Gospel harmonies, steel pan echoes, reggae from Bob Marley, classic kaiso, even jazz from her grandfather Frankie Garcia. All of it shaped her ears before she ever stepped onto a stage. Life wasn't always easy. There were periods when her father struggled with unemployment. But what the family lacked financially, they made up for in culture, community, and sound. In Laventille, Carnival wasn't just a season, it was oxygen. And that atmosphere fed something bold inside her. At just 10 years old, a teacher named Janice Roach recognized what others were only beginning to notice. This child didn't just sing, she commanded attention. Soon, Destra was competing in inter-school and community calypso contests. She wasn't intimidated by older competitors. In fact, she seemed energized by the challenge. By the time she reached high school in the 1990s, Destra was no longer experimenting. She was dominating. At Woodbrook Government High and later St. James High School, she composed her own calypso songs and won the school's Calypso Monarch title 5 years in a row. That kind of streak doesn't happen by accident. Like many young artists, her first attempt at a group didn't last. Around 18, she joined a quartet called Psyche. It dissolved within a year. For some, that would have been discouraging. For Destra, it was just rehearsal for something bigger. After graduation, she even pursued a master's degree in sales management. That tells you something important. She understood business. Music was passion, yes, but she was thinking long-term. She experimented with pop and R&B, recorded early tracks, and even tried breaking into the US market through industry connections. It was ambitious, and it showed she wasn't afraid to step outside the island to test her limits. Her official breakthrough came in 1999 with her debut single alongside Third Base. The track caught the attention of legendary bandleader Roy Cape. And when Roy Cape invites you to join the All-Stars, you don't hesitate. That move placed her directly into Trinidad's live performance circuit, the real proving ground. By 2003, she made the bold decision to go solo. That's when the real ascent began. Her debut album, Red, White, Black, signaled independence. She built her own brand under Bamboo Entertainment. Album after album, including Soca or Die, cemented her as one of the most in-demand female soca artists globally. Carnival seasons, international tours across North America and Europe, endorsement deals like Digicel, her name became synonymous with high-octane performances. Nicknames followed. Queen of Bacchanal, Lucy, titles born from her fearless, celebratory style. In 2016, she released Queen, reinforcing her global appeal. During the pandemic era, she pivoted, launching business ventures like Beauty Lab while continuing creative projects. That adaptability kept her relevant in changing times. Then came a surprising chapter. In 2024 and 2025, Destra leaned into a gospel project she had envisioned for years. She released Reflections and held a sold-out concert at Queen's Hall in Port of Spain. Choosing not to participate in Carnival 2025 shocked some fans, but it showed growth. It showed evolution. By early 2026, she returned to the soca stage described as lighter, renewed, and spiritually grounded. Over 2 decades in, She remains one of the most influential female voices in soca, not just surviving the industry, but shaping it. And after all the stages, the flights, the sold-out shows, one thing about Destra has never changed. Home is still Trinidad. Yes, she travels constantly. Barbados, North America, Europe. Carnival circuits and international festivals keep her passport busy. But when the music quiets and the costumes come off, she returns to the island that built her. Port of Spain remains close to her heart, and Laventille, the very community that shaped her resilience, is still part of her story. Destra doesn't broadcast the details of her exact address, and that's intentional. Security matters, privacy matters, especially when you've spent more than 2 decades in the spotlight. What we do know is this: her life is centered in Trinidad. Her husband, Brian Morris, and their daughter Zaya are based there. That foundation keeps her grounded. Trinidad isn't just where she lives, it's where her spirit resets. It's her cultural anchor. No matter how global her career becomes, the rhythm always leads back home. But when she's not walking through her island roots, she's arriving in style. Let's talk about the cars that carry the Queen of Bacchanal. Now, when it comes to cars, Destra's choices reflect something very clear: strength, elegance, and presence. Take the Porsche Cayenne. It's not a small, flashy sports car built only for show. It's a performance SUV, powerful, confident, balanced, just like her stage persona. The Cayenne is known for blending speed with control, offering that smooth but commanding drive. It's the kind of vehicle that says, "I've worked hard for this, and I'm moving with purpose." Whether she's heading to rehearsals or navigating city streets in Port of Spain, it fits her lifestyle, bold but refined. Then there's the Range Rover Sport, a different kind of statement. This one speaks luxury and authority. Elevated stance, sleek design, strong road presence. It's practical for island terrain, yet polished enough for high-profile appearances. It feels grounded but premium, much like Destra herself after years in the industry. And of course, behind every powerful engine is an even more powerful work ethic. Which brings us to the numbers. And that powerful engine we just talked about? It's fueled by more than passion. It's backed by smart income streams built over 2 decades. As of February 2026, Destra Garcia's estimated net worth sits around $5 million. For a soca artist coming from a small Caribbean market, that number speaks volumes. It reflects consistency, reinvention, and knowing how to turn energy into enterprise. Her main source of wealth is, of course, music. Since launching her solo career in 2003, Destra has released more than 16 albums. From Red, White, Black to Soca or Die, Queen, Unchained, and most recently the gospel-inspired Reflections, her catalog continues to generate royalties through album sales and global streaming platforms like Apple Music and Spotify. While exact figures per project aren't public, top soca albums can generate anywhere between $100,000 and $500,000 over time through streams, downloads, and licensing. Multiply that across a 2-decade career, and you start to see how the foundation was built. But if albums are the base, touring is the rocket fuel. Destra is a carnival powerhouse. From Trinidad to Barbados, from North America to Europe, she headlines major festivals year after year. Performance fees for established soca stars can range between $20,000 and $100,000 per major show. In peak carnival seasons, annual touring income can exceed $1 million. Her sold-out Reflections concert at Queen's Hall in 2025 proved something important. Whether soca or gospel, people show up for Destra. Then there are the singles and collaborations. Tracks like Bonnie and Clyde, It's Carnival, Happy People, and recent Carnival releases continue to earn through radio play and streaming. Collaborations, including projects like Lickle Miss, can generate between $50,000 and $200,000 per major track over time. Every hit adds another steady stream. Outside of music, she's no stranger to brand partnerships. She made history as Digicel's first female Caribbean spokesperson from 2006 to 2008. Multi-year regional endorsement deals of that scale can range from $100,000 to $500,000. Add to that music placements in international campaigns, including Captain Morgan promotions in the US, and you see diversification at work. During the COVID-19 period, she pivoted again, launching Beauty Lab, a fashion and beauty venture offering masks, sunscreen, and apparel. While exact revenue isn't disclosed, similar celebrity-led businesses can generate between $200,000 and $1 million annually, depending on scale and demand. And when success reaches that level, it naturally raises a bigger question. What do you do with influence once you have it? For Destra Garcia, influence has never been just about headlines or carnival crowns. It has also been about responsibility. Through the Destra Garcia Foundation, highlighted during her 2025 Reflections Gospel concert at Queen's Hall in Port of Spain, she made something clear. Giving back is not a side project. It's part of her mission. Between performances that night, videos showcased her community outreach and charitable efforts, reminding fans that the same energy she brings to the stage also fuels her compassion off it. Her advocacy extends beyond music. Around 2014, she partnered with UN Women Caribbean as part of the global UNITE to End Violence Against Women campaign. In public service announcements alongside other regional artists, she used her voice to speak against gender-based violence. That matters, because when a public figure chooses to address difficult issues, it helps shift culture. Destra has also consistently stepped forward during times of crisis. When hurricanes like Irma in 2017 and Dorian in 2019 devastated parts of the Caribbean, she didn't stay silent. She shared official donation links, encouraged support for the Bahamas Red Cross and regional relief funds, and amplified recovery efforts across the islands. For her, Caribbean solidarity isn't a slogan, it's personal. In Barbados, she has been a leading performer at the COB Soca Goes Gold fundraising concerts organized by the Eden Lodge Youth Charity. These events, held between 2023 and 2025, raise funds for youth development and community programs. And in interviews, she often emphasizes that the real headline isn't the concert, it's the children who benefit. Beyond the costumes and confetti, she is also a woman who understands impact. And speaking of impact, let's step into the space where it all becomes personal, her life beyond the spotlight. Despite carrying the bold title Queen of Bacchanal, her personal life is surprisingly grounded. She doesn't overshare. She doesn't invite the world into every detail. What we know comes mostly from glimpses, Instagram posts, interviews, moments captured between tours. And those glimpses tell a story of balance. At the center of her world is Brian Morris, her longtime partner, manager, producer, and steady force behind the scenes. Their relationship has grown alongside her career. What started as collaboration became commitment. Over the years, he has been described not just as her business partner, but as her husband and biggest supporter. Then there is her daughter, Zaya. If you follow Destra online, you'll see the pride immediately. Zaya isn't just cheering from the sidelines. She has stepped onto the stage. One of the most touching moments came in April 2025 during the sold-out Reflections concert at Queen's Hall in Port of Spain, when mother and daughter performed together. It wasn't about spectacle. It was about legacy. Beyond family, Destra keeps an active routine. Her energy on stage doesn't happen by accident. She trains, she rehearses, she protects her health. Social media occasionally shows workouts, self-care rituals, and glimpses of her Beauty Lab business, a venture born during the pandemic that reflects her interest in wellness and entrepreneurship. Her daily rhythm still revolves around music, writing, recording, planning tours. But now, there's an added layer of faith and intention guiding her steps. If you enjoyed exploring her story with us, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring journeys. Thank you for being part of this community. We'll see you in the next story.